Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Now I've been gone for a while, decided to take a little break. But today, we're back, and thank you, and I've hit 100 subscribers since then. And to thank you, we're going to do the political compass test. Now, let's see, because last time I took this, I was to the left of the center, like I was in the center line, but to the left of it. So, last time I took it, that's where I was. So let's start. Now I'm going to have to look some stuff up, because we always have to. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. I could strongly agree with that. I'd always support my country whether it was right or wrong. I say disagree. No one chooses their country or birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I strongly disagree with that. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. I strongly disagree. There are many races that have superior qualities. I don't even think you can even call them superior qualities. They're more unique qualities. There's nothing superior about it. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I can disagree with that. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Sometimes, not all the time. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. I can agree with that. Just a little bit. Not too strongly, but not too... Now, the economy. Oof, the economy. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. I want to say disagree just because of the whole race rioting that's going on right now. If that's how I'm looking at that, because that's the first thing I thought of when I heard of that, when I saw that. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I mean, in my opinion, if you control inflation, you can also control unemployment if you do it right. So I'm going to say agree. If you do it right, anyway. If you fuck it up, then you're screwed. Then it's bad. It's going to end up being really bad. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Yeah, I can agree with that. It's just mostly because I have trust issues, so... From each according to his ability, to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. To each according to his ability, to each according to his need. What are you saying, that his needs are the same as his ability? I'm going to say agree, but I'm kind of... The freer the market, the freer the people, I would say strongly agree. It's a sad reflection on... Now, hold on, I'm not talking about trade. I'm just saying a free market is good, but there should be... Let's just put agree. I'm not free trade. I don't support free trade, but I do like the idea of a free market if done right. It's a sad reflection on a society that something as basic as drinking water is now bottled, branded consumer product. I agree. Water should be free. Yes. Well, maybe not. Because it takes, because if water is free, it's pretty much getting it out of the lake and drinking it, and it's not healthy. So there are businesses that are, making it healthy to drink. And it takes time and money. Surprisingly, I know, but... Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. I strongly disagree. Because if it wasn't, then we'd be fighting over it like savages. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. I can strongly agree. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I strongly agree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. I disagree with that. The rich are too highly taxed. I strongly agree. Oh boy. Did y'all know that the tax actually pay a lot more? I don't know the specific number, but, essentially, the more money you make, the more you pay in taxes. And I haven't done too much research on the wealth tax. I've done a little bit, and what I found out is that it works and it doesn't work. It only gave them a 1% increase, the European countries who did involve a wealth tax, only a 1% increase to their GDP. Only a 1%, not this big number that's being thrown out, which I think is 10%. It's not that, it was just 1%. Those with the ability to pay should have should have access to higher standards of medical care. Disagree. Governments should penalize businesses that mislead the public. I can agree with that. You never want to mislead the public. That could be dangerous at times. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinational. Yes, strongly agree. Perfect. Personal social values. Now, I've always thought of myself as fiscally moderate and socially moderate. That's just me, though. Abortion, when the woman's life is not threatened, should always be illegal. Strongly agree. All authority should be questioned. Strongly agree. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye leads the world blind, and a tooth for a tooth leads the world talking like that. Make us speak. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museum that cannot survive on a commercial basis. I strongly agree. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. I think that means required. I don't know why they just don't say make classroom attendance required. They have to use big words, and Parker doesn't understand big words. Yes, schools should not make... Yeah, strongly disagree. Schools should force kids to be in that seat, but schools should also be fun. You can't make it like a prison. Give them good food. Make them want to go to school, but also make it required. You could do that. You can't say you can't. All people have their rights, but it's better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. I'm not going to make that a race issue. You know, just you agree, you can think of your rights and I'll keep to my rights. You know, I can agree with that. Like, you have your opinions, I have mine opinions. Let's respect that. That's what I'm getting from that. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Yes, they do. I wish my mama spanked me more. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Strongly agree. I wish my parents would understand that. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. Strongly agree. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. Strongly agree. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. I strongly disagree. Everybody should be allowed to reproduce. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Strongly agree, because we don't need spoiled little brats running around thinking they can do whatever they want. That's why there are people in prison. Well, that's not the main reason, but, you know, there's also a bunch of corrupt stuff going on with, like, drug issues and all that. There are no savage and civilized people. There are only different cultures. I disagree. Those who are able to work and refuse opportunity should not expect society support. I strongly agree with that, because there are people who will not get a job at McDonald's. I got a job at McDonald's one time, and I didn't like it, but it was a job. Please, why? I don't know. And I didn't like it, but it was a job, and I was happy with it until I found me a better job. And guess what? It was Wendy's. It was better, but it was still fast food. Just because you don't want to work at fast food doesn't mean, like, they will hire you. Like, it's like, have you gotten, do you have a job? No. But McDonald's up here is hiring. I don't want to work at McDonald's, though. Then, why? It's a job. Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna get unemployment benefits. That is ridiculous. That's retarded, too. Like, when you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. I strongly agree, but it's difficult to do so. First-generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. I disagree with that. What's good for the most successful corporations always ultimately good for us all. I strongly disagree with that. That's a no, 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 no. No broadcasting institution, however independent its content should receive public funding. I can agree with that. The wider society. Let's see how we do on the wider society. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. I strongly agree. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress in a democratic political system. God, I agree. I hate to say it, but I do agree. But at the same time, it creates a dictatorship. So, I'm just saying, like, it's true, but it's also a bad thing at the same time. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. I disagree with that, because people like their privacy. I'm just saying. People like their privacy, and people should still worry just in case, because they could be peeping on them in the shower. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. I strongly disagree. I think the death penalty is the easy way out. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. Yeah, I can agree with that. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything should not be considered art at all. I disagree. I'm not an art guy myself, but like if you think it's art, hey, it's art. Good for you. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. I strongly disagree. Rehabilitation should be the most important thing. It's a waste of time trying to rehabilitate some criminals. I strongly disagree. We should not, it's not a waste of time trying to make somebody better for society. Absolutely not. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. I disagree. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. I disagree. I'm not the whole, hey, mothers stay in the house kind of thing. It's like, if they want a job, let them have a job. It's nothing wrong with it. It only makes our economy better. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. I agree. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. I strongly disagree. I will never make peace with the establishment. I mean, I'll never join the establishment, but, if they don't like me, I'm not going to try to make an attempt to have them like me. I'm not going to make that attempt. These propositions on religion, a breeze. Can we find these a breeze? So it's religion. Astrology accurately explains many things. I can agree. Though I don't know too much about it. You cannot be moral without being religious. I strongly disagree. You could be moral without being religious. You can. That's a thing. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. I agree. I think Social Security is a scam. You work your entire life only to get $1,000 at the most. And it's not enough to pay bills, debt that you've accumulated your entire life. And take care of your grandchildren and your children. It's not enough. Some people are naturally unlucky. I strongly agree with that. It is important that my child's school instills religious values. I disagree. It doesn't have to, but I'd like it to, but it doesn't have to. Let's look at sex. Sex outside marriage is usually immoral. I agree with that. That's mostly because I'm not a sex guy. I don't like the sex. Nobody believes me, but it's fine. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. I strongly agree. If I said strongly disagree, that'd make me look bad. It'd make me look like a hypocrite. Oh, man. Dawson would be very upset with me after that. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult population. Strongly disagree. That's pretty much sex work, prostitution. Should be illegal. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. I strongly agree. No one can feel naturally homosexual. I strongly disagree. I know people who's felt homosexual since kindergarten or since they were born. Don't know how to explain it, but I believe them. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. I strongly agree with that. Now, let's see where I stand. Whoa. Last time I was right here. I was right there. Come on, where are we? Come on, show the Parker where we at. All of a sudden we're all the way up to the left, all the way up here, all the way right there, or I don't. Hey, we're down here. We're left-wing libertarian, dude. I'm always changing. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm here. I think this is the farthest from the center I've ever been, ever. Okay, well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. We're economically and socially left, according to this map, though I still think I'm fiscally and socially moderate in my opinion. Very much so. I mean, I'm fiscally moderate, socially left, socially liberal, it says here apparently. I guess, I don't know. But anyway, guys, this is the Caddick One saying, peace.